Facebook Marketplace is about to become your new best friend. Hi, I'm Julianne Price with Life Edit and Design, and today we're talking about why Facebook Marketplace will be your best buddy. And this is from somebody who doesn't use social media. So I spend no time on Facebook, but Facebook Marketplace is a different story. So why is it? Facebook Marketplace is going to be the place where you need to start to offload all these things in your home. Now that you're in your second act and you're moving into a different lifestyle and a different identity, there is a whole lot of stuff that you need to get rid of. First off, all the clothes that you no longer need to wear. And when I say Facebook Marketplace, I just mean online selling. So maybe you'll go to Poshmark for something like all of your clothes. But you don't need to have all these fancy work outfits anymore. I loved getting rid of all that. I actually gave most of mine to charity because it wasn't a brand name. But if you have brand names, please get out there and put it on Poshmark or ThreadUp or something where you can start to offload it and get rid of it. You don't need it anymore. I keep a couple of things. I think I have 3 pairs of my work pants. I have not put them on. It's been 5 years since I retired, and I have had zero need to put them on. I'm still holding on to them. I'll probably be ready to let go of them now. But all the high heel shoes, I don't wear them anymore. I wear sneakers, flats, like all of that can go. And you don't need it cluttering up your closet anymore because now I wear all these casual outfits. That needs to take up space in my closet. I get to wear things for the fun. I get to wear colorful things. I don't have to worry so much about looking professional anymore. And I get to try things out. Part of your new identity is going to be testing out, what do I wear now? And so you're going to try some things that are they are going to be misses, and they need to go. So that's where Facebook Marketplace comes in, getting rid of stuff. I also created rules for how I live now. And it's different from the rules I had when I was raising a family. Now that it's just about me and what I want, I have a rule that says if I can't lift it, I can't own it, which means going through my house and selling all the furniture that was heavy. You don't need all these big pieces anymore, especially if you're thinking about a move. And I moved 3 times in my early stages of as I approached retirement and then into retirement. I switched my home 3 times. And it taught me to get rid of all of this extra stuff. Look at your things and say, would I move them? Is this something I would want in my next home? And the answer is no. Then Facebook Marketplace is where it's going. Furniture sells very well on Facebook Marketplace. And even if you don't get its full value, which you probably won't, that's okay. You're getting it out of your home. And what happens when you start to declutter at this level, the big pieces, it's almost like your home raises up out of the foundation. You start to feel lighter. I had a sauna and that broke all my rules. It was very heavy. It was beautiful. And in the beginning, I used it, but then it became this weight because I looked at it and I said, here's this thing that I invested good money in. It has health benefits, but I'm not using it. And so it was more of a guilt factor every time I saw it. And once it was gone from my home, I just felt so much lighter. And yes, I lost money on it, but it was something I tried and it didn't set for me, and I got rid of it and it felt so good. Getting rid of my Peloton bike. Again, I loved it. The first couple of years, it was during the pandemic, I rode it all the time. But then as the years went by, I started to have less and less of those sprints where I wanted to ride it. And now I'm like, I really want to ride the bike. I can go to my gym and I can hop on. I don't need to own it. It's weighing me down. Every time I see it, I feel heavy. And that's what I want you to do is as you walk around your home, start to realize what are those things that are draining your energy, making you feel heavy? And let's get rid of it. That's where Facebook Marketplace comes in. Start getting rid of all those pieces because there is going to be a time where you're going to move. Whether it's this year, next year, a couple years down the road, you're not going to need this giant house that you raised a family in. You can live in something smaller. And you may want to be somebody who can travel 6 months out of the year. And if that's the case, you're going to maintain maybe 2 residences, maybe one's rented and fully furnished. But when you come back to this one, do you need everything in it anymore? Is it time to let it go? Are there tools of your trade that you're never going to use anymore that you can let go of? Facebook Marketplace, that's where it's going. And the other thing I want you to start to think about is all the experiments you want to try. As you're moving into the stage, you're testing out what works for me, what lights me up. And that's where different hobbies start to come in, and you might try all kinds of things. Like I have a Lego set that I bought from my brother, and he gave it back to me after he was done building it. He said, hey, you try it. And it's not going to click for me. So it's going on Facebook Marketplace. I tried quilling, and I bought a big quilling set. Quilling is the paper that you roll. It just didn't land for me, but I have a really cute set. So I'm going to put it on Facebook Marketplace and get rid of it. So I get to experiment, try things out, see if they land. And if they don't, I don't need it sitting up. We have a closet that we call the clown closet because things just keep going in there. But this is Facebook Marketplace as a way to get them back out and say, okay, I tried it. It didn't land for me. Let me move it on. Somebody else will enjoy it. So I feel good about letting it go, even if it's only for a couple dollars. And there are things that you can let go of for free. They will go instantly. I bought a picture for the wall, and it was a giant picture. And after about a month, I'm like, I don't enjoy looking at it. It just feels off to me. So I put it on free at Facebook Marketplace, and it was gone instantly. That was great. I didn't have to be weighed down by it anymore. And that feels so good. So in retirement, you cannot afford to have anything weighing down your energy. As I talked about, energy is your currency in this environment. I'm sorry, in this second act. And anything in your environment that's draining your energy needs to go. I also do a game on my website. It's called the Toleration Game, where I have you walk around your home and start to find all those things that are draining your energy. And I talk about squeaky doors and broken things. But I also talk about the furniture and the things in your environment that just feel heavy. Maybe you just have this collage of pictures on your wall and you don't want to look at them anymore. You're tired of them. Take them down and sell the frames if the picture themselves doesn't resonate or they're family photos that you don't want to pass on. Sell the frames. Give them away for free. We gave away 2 Christmas trees because we felt like the Christmas trees were heavy and they took up so much space that when we decorated for the holidays, it just felt cluttered. And I wanted it to still feel like a beautiful home. You're spending so much time here now. You don't get to leave to go to work anymore. The only time you leave is when you intentionally go to an activity. You're here so much of the time. You need to raise that energy. And that's where you want to start to sell off anything. Because think about what's going to happen 20 years down the road, 30 years down the road. You're going to have a whole house full of things that you don't use anymore that your kids are going to have to deal with at your end of life. And I look at my parents' house and I cringe because I open the cabinets. I'm like, why do you have so many dishes in there? You don't entertain anymore. Why do we have all these serving platters and fine glassware? You don't drink. Let that stuff go. If your lifestyle has changed, like I don't drink wine anymore. And I open the cabinet and there's still 2 goblets left in there. I'm like, these need to go. I'm never going to drink anymore. But I do have one that's a different glass. It's a fun wine glass. And I put my seltzer in it. So I still have some fun with some of the things, but I use them in a different way. But let's start to get all this stuff out of your home that you no longer need. You're doing it as a service for yourself, but you're also doing it for whoever's going to handle your estate at end of life. Get rid of all this heavy stuff. So everything in my house, I wish you could see the room I'm in right now. Everything is so light that my daughter and I can easily lift it up. Half the things are on wheels so I can move it and rearrange the furniture. We've gotten rid of desks. We've gotten rid of sofas. And this one that I'm sitting on now is just so much lighter and it's functional. I can move it and use it in all different ways. So once I didn't have to have kids in the house anymore, like I got to buy things that I wouldn't get before because they would stain. They wouldn't last with kids anymore. And I got to get rid of the things that really got beat up by my family and somebody else is using them now and enjoying them. And out of my house they went. My outdoor furniture, like I just changed the way I use my outdoor spaces. I got rid of it all. I gave it all away on Facebook. And some things I don't even get money for and I don't care. Somebody else is enjoying them. I'm keeping them out of a dumpster somewhere. I'm letting them still have a life. And I feel so much better. Your books, donate them to your library or bring them to Facebook Marketplace and let somebody else enjoy them. After you've read a book, do you really need to keep it? And what I love about Facebook Marketplace is there's no shipping involved. It's somebody in my local community. I can meet them at a Target store parking lot somewhere. And I can just get rid of it and it moves on. And I feel so much better. So I want you to do an inventory, do an energy audit of your home, walk around, create your own rules for what stays and what goes. If you haven't used it in a year, that used to be the rule. Maybe that's still the rule for you, but maybe you want to adopt some new rules. If it belonged to my old identity, I'm going to let it go because I'm somebody new. And anything associated with the old life, with your work life, it's time to let it go and experiment. Try all kinds of new hobbies and then know that if it doesn't stick for you, you can Facebook Marketplace it and get it out of your house. And as you're doing that, you might want to look at, if you still have parents, you might want to start looking at their homes and start helping empty out some of the stuff that they're not using. That's one of my big projects right now is going through with my mom. She doesn't bake anymore. She doesn't entertain anymore. All these things are going on Facebook Marketplace. So let's get them out of the house. There's no need for us all to be weighed down by them now or at the end of their lives and try to clear them out all at once. Take some time now, go through your home, do an inventory, and then get that Facebook Marketplace going. I love to hear your stories. Let me know what you're getting rid of. Let me know what feels better for you and what energizes you. And if you want to do the energy audit, it's down the link below, and it'll help you start to see what's ready, what's possible for you in this next act as far as an energy perspective. And I also go into your archetypes because some people are accumulators in the sense that they have to hold on to everything. And if that's you, you need to work through some of that and how we're going to let that go. Some people like me have a maverick that is rising up in retirement, and the maverick does not want anything that's going to mess with her space and mess with her vibe. And like I do things differently. I switched my dining room and my living room. So yes, there's a chandelier in the middle of my living room, but it looks cool, and my maverick's really happy with that. So knowing your archetypes allows you to break some rules where you want to, and it allows you to see some struggling areas, areas that are going to hold you back that you need to overcome, especially if you're my accumulators out there and my nurturers who really like to build a good nest. Knowing your archetypes will help you decide how you need to spend your energy and where you need to put your time to make sure that you have a healthy and beautiful retirement. So I hope we get to work together, but either way, take the assessment below. I give you a free report and I help you sort through some of those big issues as you move into retirement. So I look forward to talking to you. Have an awesome day.
I'm a second act coach helping successful women actually enjoy retirement, not just survive it. If you've recently stepped away from the career grind and found yourself thinking, is this it? You're in the right place. This channel is all about helping you reconnect with what lights you up, spend your time and money with intention, and feel alive again in this next chapter. We talk mindset shifts, identity reinvention, journaling, energy, and how to stop living on autopilot now that you finally have your time back. Retirement lifestyle, or women over 50. Retire a living decluttering in retirement. How to use Facebook Marketplace. Selling on Facebook Marketplace. Letting go of old identity. Downsizing after retirement. Minimalism after 50. Declutter your home after 50. Retirement lifestyle tips. Facebook decluttering tips. Selling old hobby gear. Emotional decluttering. Making money in retirement. Retirement downsizing tips. Your closets aren't just full of stuff, they're full of old versions of you. And if you want to live lighter in retirement, it's time to let some of them go. Today, I'll show you how to use Facebook to declutter your home, release the past, and make space for the life you actually want now.